Welcome back to the channel where I make it my goal to present the idea of dividend investing and all of its ins and outs and make it as simple as possible. Dividend investing can be a vital part of becoming financially independent as it can create a reliable source of passive income for those looking for multiple streams of income.
Isn't like passive income the American dream?
One issue I had when getting started was trying to narrow down where to look for my dividend stocks. Well, in this video, I'm excited to talk about one of the many lists you can use to begin this process, the champions, contenders, and challengers list. Without further delay, let's dive into what the CCC list is and what it represents.
What matters is what it represents.
The CCC list, simply put, is a list of dividend stocks that have increased their dividend for at least 5 consecutive years. The list was created by a financial blogger named David Fish, who started tracking these companies in 2007. Fish passed away in 2018, and the list is now maintained by many different investors and algorithms and can be found in multiple places on the internet. The CCC list is divided into 3 categories based on the consecutive years of dividend increases. The champions will have a dividend streak of 25 years or more. The contenders will have a dividend streak between 10 and 24 years, and the challengers will have a dividend streak between 5 and 9 years. Some examples of companies in each category of the CCC list include Coca-Cola, stock ticker KO, who is firmly planted on the dividend champions list with a streak of 61 years of paying and growing their dividend. Apple, stock ticker AAPL, who recently graduated to the contenders list by increasing their dividend for the past 11 years. And Dollar General, stock ticker DG, who is currently on the challengers list with a dividend streak of 9 years. The CCC list is an important tool for dividend investors because it provides a large list of quality dividend stocks. Companies that have consistently increased their dividends for many years are often financially stable and have a track record of success. By investing in companies on the CCC list, investors can potentially receive a reliable stream of passive income that grows over time. Next, let's see where we can find this list and how and when it's updated. There are a lot of websites and forums that will provide free copies of the CCC list, but my trusted source is portfolioinsight.com/dividend radar because the list is updated via a technology platform which takes the human error out of the equation, and it's downloadable on Excel for any edits you want to make. I'll post a link to this site in the description down below the video. On that website, a fresh copy of the CCC list that moves the companies through the categories, adds new companies, and removes the ones that fall off will be available each Friday for your download with no sign-in needed, which is pretty sweet. Next, I wanted to go over some of the pros and cons of this list. First up, let's discuss the pros. The CCC list provides a large list of quality dividend stocks that have a track record of success and financial stability. The 3 simple categories make it easy to understand the length of each company's dividend streak. It's regularly updated weekly to reflect changes in dividend payments and their streaks. It can serve as a starting point for further research and analysis of individual companies, and it helps investors avoid companies with declining dividends or inconsistent dividend payments. As with most things, there are some cons. The size of the list can be intimidating unless you have a set of criteria to filter by to narrow down the list.
There's just so many options.
The focus of this list is the dividend streak, and there are plenty of other metrics to consider before investing in a company. Some are provided on the CC list from my source, but others are not and will require additional research. This list is not super accessible via phone or tablet, and you almost need a laptop or a PC to view easily and get the most out of the list. Next, let me talk to you about how to best use this list. Since I've discovered this list, I've played around with a couple different ways to make this list work harder for me. Some of my favorite things to do is go to the All tab to see all of the stocks on one sheet, and then apply filters to row 3 and really narrow down the list by the things that matter to me. For example, you can narrow down the list from 734 stocks to just 14 by looking for a stock in the information technology sector that has a dividend streak of at least 10 years with a dividend yield above 2%. From there, you can apply any other metrics from the list that you care about, or just take those 14 stocks to sites like Seeking Alpha or Yahoo Finance to do your further research. I will link my video detailing how to filter for dividend stocks using this CCC list at the end of this video if you're interested. In conclusion, the CCC list is a great free resource that has a ton of quality stocks that can be a great place to start when looking for dividend stocks. It's important to note that this list isn't the end-all be-all for your research, and that investing is not a sprint but a marathon, so it's important to stay disciplined and patient. I would really appreciate a like on the video if you guys found it helpful, and be sure to subscribe if you're into dividend investing, as I post videos 2 times a week only on dividend investing. Here on the screen will be 2 videos to help you from here. On the right will be an introduction to dividend investing, and on the left will be my step-by-step guide to filtering dividend stocks. If you have any other lists you'd like me to cover, drop those in the comments down below. But until next time, see you.